this is rolling. This is like the second take now. Only reason I'm redoing this is because my light messed up the camera. But back on the topic. Hi, my name is Ripley. I'm a high schooler. This is my third year, and I'm a film student. This is just a basic introduction because I feel like it might come to importance later, but the only reason I can't come on here, only reason I'm even considering making this video, putting any of this online, is because of a situation, two situations, but there's one that's mainly been bugging me the most. So, I have a friend named Iris. We've been friends since 5th grade. We've known each other since 5th grade. We've done a lot. We are close, okay, like inseparable even. Well, about a year ago, we like talked one more time, and then I've heard nothing from her. And I thought maybe, you know, like a week into it, I thought maybe she just wasn't feeling well. But the thing is, when school started, I didn't see her, so I started freaking out. I had a dream. Well, not a dream, sorry. I'm thinking of something else. I get off the bus at her apartments. So I walked over there one day and just nothing. Like, I looked through the bedroom window because I know where her bedroom window is. Nothing. In fact, the blinds are closed, I think. Last time I went, they were closed. I've gone since then, and I keep trying to see maybe there's a hint that she's there. Nothing. Literally nothing. And then I was like, well, maybe there's people who would know. Maybe Iris just didn't tell me something. Maybe Iris is like, you know, not telling me something. So I went up to some of her friends, some of my friends that knew her, and some teachers. And this is where things got really concerning. All of them came back with very similar responses, but they all equate to, who is Iris? Which confused me because, first of all, you guys have known her. And second of all, just how could you forget someone? I know I'm not crazy because I literally have photo evidence of me and her together. So, there's all that. And then I tried looking up her email. Nothing. Her personal and her school email, it's like they're gone. So then I was like, maybe her socials. I couldn't find her socials anywhere. It's like she has just been removed from the face of the planet. Either she's like privated her socials, so I'm hoping that that's the case, and maybe just like, you know. But the reason I am making this video is because I called her today. Like, I've been calling her for the past week, but I called her today, and specifically the moment the voicemail kicked in, I hung up and I just sat on my bed for like an hour thinking of what I could do to even have some kind of clue or some kind of help with this. And it clicked to me. You know, the internet has done weird shit before where they were able to figure out like a unknown user's profile and who they really were. Just, you know, the internet knows things. They can figure out things within like a week. So I was like, you know, I could upload a video, see if someone finds it, and hopefully they might have an idea. Now this leads on to the second concern, because I feel like they connect, because about a year, like, the moment Iris went missing, I think like a week or so after she went missing, I started getting complaints from my siblings and my parents. Sorry. The reason I'm mentioning this is because they weren't just normal complaints, they were really weird ones, like the ones you hear in horror movies. Basically, my sibling, my brother specifically, he came up to me one day, and was like, hey, are you okay? Because the other night I caught you staring at me and our sister asleep. And then when I called out to you, you just walked out of the room and then, like, vanished. So I was like, I don't remember doing that. I never even did that. And he thought I was messing with him. But then, when I talked to my parents about, like, when he and I went to my parents to talk about, they also had their own complaints. In fact, yesterday I got yelled at. For what purpose? For what reason, purpose, whatever. It was because my dad heard weird noises. And when he, went out to go check what it was, he saw that I had opened the door. Like, the door was fully open. So he was mad because the dogs got out. Like, they bolted. I probably startled the dogs, so they barked a lot and then they bolted. So he was mad at me about that, but he was also he was a little concerned because he said I was just standing out there and I was whispering, but he couldn't hear what I was whispering at all. Like, he couldn't really understand or, like, catch what it was. He just heard me whispering something to myself, and then when he called out to me, I just slowly turned my head and looked at him, even though my eyes were closed, apparently. So he assumed I was sleepwalking, maybe. He said that he basically just dragged me back to my room and put me to bed, and I don't remember any of this. So we think I'm sleepwalking, but the thing is, we've been joking about it, saying I'm possessed or some shit. So isn't that fun? Just weird, creepy behavior. But the thing is, I don't want people to think I'm lying about this, so I thought about having a night, like having a few nights where I basically record myself going to sleep. Really weird to do. It's been done before. In fact, I saw, I'm kind of inspired by Tribe 12, where he just recorded himself to see if he could catch anything in his sleep. And I was like, you know what, that could work, almost. I would have to find a light. Or maybe my TV would work, because I listen to stuff when I go to sleep. I'd probably mute it, though, just for the sake of, But the thing is, that's my idea, where I record myself sleep for 3 nights straight to see if I catch anything. That is the plan. About my friend, though, this was the plan. Post this online and then see if anyone has any ideas. Any ideas will mean the world to me right now. Or just any clues or, like, things I should or shouldn't do. Maybe question a few things. So if I do have any updates on my friend, I'll make a video about that. But next video, I'm going to gather all the footage of me sleeping for 3 nights straight, and then see what y'all think. So thank you for listening to me. If you do have any ideas, suggestions, questions, anything like that, leave them in the comments. I want to hear what people have to say, obviously the point I made this video. But yeah, if you did listen through all this, thank you. And all help is very needed right now. And just, I'll be glad to know that there's someone out there who even has a slight idea. So, thank you again. Anything you want to say, leave them in the comments, and I'll try and look through them and see if I can, gather ideas. Alright? See you in the experiment.